Hey guys, today we're back out here in the Hunter Call of the Wild here in Tiaroa National Park on the fallow grind, and I'm going to be doing a highly requested video throughout my community. I think this video is really going to help out you beginners drastically, especially ones that are very new to the game and don't really know their way around the Call of the Wild community very well. This is definitely going to be very helpful for you beginners. Now, what exactly are we going to be talking about today, you guys may be asking? Today, my friends, we're going to be talking about the top 5 best DLCs that you should purchase first here in the Hunter Call of the Wild. So essentially what I'm saying is if you guys are bare bones, you have no map DLCs, no weapon DLCs, you guys really want to get into the game, invest some money into it to really get good at this game, which is a great idea because DLCs are, in my opinion, and in 99% of the Call of the Wild community's opinion, 100% essential. And without DLCs, you're really just not going to be able to enjoy the game the way that everybody else is, because you're only going to have 2 maps, and there's like, I think 13 or 14 maps now? Maybe even more than that. Time flies so fast. I remember when it was just Layton and Hirschfelden. There's 15, I just counted. So without further ado guys, without wasting any more of your time, if you are new here, hi, my name's Squid, I'm a Call of the Wild creator. We live stream quite a bit, so make sure you guys do have post notifications turned on so you get notified every time we upload and or go live. Also, while you're down there, if you haven't already, make sure you do smash the like button and subscribe, as it is the best way to help get the video pushed to more people. So the very first DLC that you guys are going to want to be purchasing, or the very first few DLCs that you guys are going to want to be purchasing, is going to be your preferred map DLC. I highly recommend doing some research on all the different maps in the game, as there is 15 and it can definitely get quite confusing. Now eventually you guys should definitely buy every single one of them, that is if you can afford it. I myself own every single map DLC, and in my opinion it is 100% worth it. The reason for that being, essentially, is just because I can literally pick any part of the world and go hunt there. The amount of species that you can hunt throughout all the different maps is absolutely ridiculous, and makes it so that way you never get bored with the game, which is a huge problem with beginner players. They'll instantly get into the game and instantly try to start going for trophies, which is a huge mistake, and before you know it, they're already quitting the game because they're too bored with it. It's honestly quite sad, but really what I like to tell all the beginners is keep in mind that this is a simulation game. This isn't a game where you can just jump in and start instantly having insane amounts of fun, such as something like, I don't know, Fortnite. But with a few hours of hard work, you guys can honestly turn this into the funnest game that you've ever played, and in my opinion, to this day, I've been playing this game for 8 years, basically now, 7.5, but I'm just gonna say 8 to make it sound like I've been playing longer. And 8 years later, I'm still not bored with this game. I'm still going. Now you guys are probably wondering, Squid, what map should I purchase first? Well, before you guys start purchasing maps, I definitely recommend that you guys go check out an all 15 maps ranked from worst to best guide. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to film a video here. This is like the worst I've ever heard them. Thank you. Goodness gracious. There are several different Call of the Wild creator channels out there that already have an all 15 maps ranked from worst to best guide, but I'm going to be making one here very soon, actually the next video right after this one. So if you guys want to know, in my opinion, what the best map to purchase first is, or what the first few maps you should purchase is, definitely go down there and turn that post notifications bell on so you guys get notified when I upload the next video, which is going to be the top 15 maps ranked from worst to best guide. But if you guys are seeing this within like the first 2 days that it comes out, I doubt I've made that video yet, so I'd highly recommend just going to the YouTube search bar and typing in the Hunter Call of the Wild top 15 maps ranked from worst to best. There will be a ton of different videos, trust me. Okay, my friends, so now for my favorite part, weapon DLCs. Now, I know that map DLCs were already overwhelming enough, but trust me when I say weapon DLCs are even worse. It's actually a lot easier for me to be able to tell you guys which DLCs you should be purchasing first, or which weapon DLCs you should be purchasing first, because there's a handful of DLCs that are absolutely amazing, and another handful of DLCs that are absolutely not worth your money. So don't worry guys, I'm going to walk you through all the ones that you should be purchasing, and whatever ones that I don't mention, you can purchase if you'd like to. I personally have every single one of them, and I use every single one of them. Basically, I wouldn't say every day, but I do rotate through loadouts quite frequently, but my main loadout usually consists of a few common guns that you're going to be seeing quite frequently throughout the Call of the Wild community. Starting off here with the all-new Arzina 300 Magnum. For those of you that don't know, the scope that's actually on my gun is a new scope. Just came out with the new Scopes and Crosshairs DLC here about 3 weeks ago. This is the prior best scope in the game that everyone used before this, a Hyperion. It's a lot worse, doesn't zoom as far. Ooh, we got a new drink zone. The Odin is just better on a whole nother level. Now my friends, the Hyperion is not an actual paid DLC. It's in-game, 25,000 in-game credits, which with the Odin DLC being out now, or the Scopes and Crosshairs DLC being out now, my bad, sorry. Honestly, it's not even worth the 25,000 in-game credits. If you have the extra money, I would definitely recommend that you get the Hyperion just to have it, just in case. I don't know, say for example, I wanted to shoot one of these. The Odin is actually kind of over-zoomed, and it kind of makes the animals appear a little bit too large when you're under 50 meters from them. So that would be the appropriate time to switch over to the Hyperion here. Anyways, I think I was talking about the Arzina 300 Magnum here, which actually comes in the High Caliber DLC. But before you guys purchase any weapon DLCs, or even purchase any weapons in-game, I would highly recommend purchasing the Scopes and Crosshairs DLC before that, just so you guys can get your hands on the Odin here. Now, this guy's a 147, I'd usually only shoot 150s and above. Considering the fact he's a solo, I guess I'm going to leave him. But he's right on the borderline of a shooter, so I'm tempted to shoot him. Okay, it's close enough for me. It's a 149, I'm gonna shoot it. Honestly, I'd like to open up a spot for some bigger deer to spawn in here anyways. Very clear zone. And just in the last few harvests, you guys can see the utter power of the 300 Magnum here, the Arzina 300 Magnum. So essentially the Arzina 300 Magnum is a replacement for the prior 300 that everyone used, the 300 Canning Magnum Frontier, which is still an amazing gun, and I still always keep it on me just to have a second 300. This is another gun that's purchased within the game using in-game credits, but you do have to have the Yukon Valley map DLC to unlock this gun. And the beginners are probably wondering, do I recommend Yukon Valley? And in my opinion, 100% yes. Bison hunting is amazing there. So guys, you get the Arzina 300 Magnum in the High Caliber Weapons DLC, which also comes along with a very powerful 4570 handgun and a 10 gauge executive shotgun. Obviously the main weapon and focus in that DLC being the Arzina here. And in my opinion, and in most other Call of the Wild creators and players' opinions, the Arzina 300 Magnum is the #1 best gun in the game. It's really your choice, but if I were level 0 and restarting at this game, the first DLC that I would purchase is the Scopes and Crosshairs DLC, following with the High Caliber DLC, and then the next DLC that I'm going to be telling you guys about here in a second. So guys, the third and last DLC that I'm going to be telling you guys about today is the Modern Rifles Weapon Pack. This is another one of those DLCs that are 100% essential, especially for beginner players. Not necessarily 100% essential, but 100% recommended, I guess we can say that. But anyways guys, in the Modern Rifles DLC, you guys are going to get the Zarza 308 Moonlight, which is another one of those guns that are one of the best guns in the game. This rifle covers classes 4 to 8, and I always carry the 308 on me when I'm doing the fallow grind, just because of the fact that you do not get trophy integrity with the 300 Magnum. So say for example, a type of trophy like a diamond, rare, or possibly even a great one pops out, I would not shoot it with a 300 because I wouldn't get full trophy score. I'd shoot it with the 308 here, because of the fact that fallow deer are class 4, and the 300 only covers classes 7 to 9. But the 300 definitely does a great job of absolutely flattening them. Also in the Modern Rifles pack, guys, you guys are going to get a 223 AR and a 22 LR. And with the 22 LR, you guys can literally go small game hunting anywhere you want. Meaning you guys can go rabbit hunting, you guys can go duck hunting, you guys can head over to Reventuli Coast and kill any of like the 25 different birds they have over there. And overall, the Modern Rifles DLC is just a 10 out of 10 DLC, and it is 100% strongly recommended. For beginners, it could really be a lifesaver because the 308 is really an everything rifle. You can shoot almost every deer with it, and that's really what makes it an amazing beginner rifle, because a lot of players just want one gun that they can use on over 75% of the species in the game, and the 308 is going to do exactly that. If you guys are planning on going over to Silver Ridge Peaks to do some black bear hunting, possibly some bison hunting, or any type of bigger game like elk or anything like that, red deer, I would strongly recommend having the all-new Arzina 300 on you, because 95% of the time with those bigger species, you are going to be able to get integrity with the 300 here, and even though you could probably get integrity with some of those species with the 308, as long as they're under class 8, the 300 will absolutely destroy them way faster. But anyways guys, those are the first 3 DLCs you guys should definitely be purchasing right off the bat. That's going to give you a huge head start at the game. Other than that, I would definitely recommend going down there, turning on those post notifications, and waiting for my top 15 best maps ranked from worst to best video to come out here pretty soon. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure you guys do go down there, smash that like button, and subscribe. Comment down below, guys, which DLC are you going to be purchasing first? Are you going to be purchasing any of the ones that I mentioned in today's video? Are you guys going to be purchasing one of the ones that you picked out on your own? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear. I do read every last one of the comments, considering the fact I'm a smaller channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Peace!